All right, do you see this wheel?
Yes, sir.
All right, so this, my friend, is the WrestleMania wheel. Spin the wheel, make the deal. But basically, we're going to test your knowledge of WrestleMania. You've seen all 41 of them. So have I. I'm going to spin the wheel. It's going to land on a WrestleMania. You got 90 seconds to name at least 3 matches. You'll get 3 points. But if you name the main event, you'll get an extra point. But you still got to hit a minimum of 3. If you don't, you get 0 points. And then if you want to continue and name more matches from that card that you can remember, you get an additional point per match that you name.
Okay.
All right, so you ready for me to spin the wheel?
Yep.
Let's go. WrestleMania 3.
All right, this is in Detroit at the Pontiac Silverdome. This is the easiest one of them. Hogan, Andre the Giant, main event. Macho Man, Ricky Steamboat, Intercontinental title. Actually, what is another one? Because those are the 2 mega ones right there.
Yep.
Damn, what is another one? Damn, I don't think I remember one. I was the third one. Was it
30 seconds.
1987? I don't think I got a third.
90,000 fans, they say. I told you these early ones are a little bit harder than we think. We remember like the big ones.
Big John Studd, King Kong Bundy. That was a random guess. I could be wrong.
You are incorrect.
What was the third match on that show?
Rick Martel and Tom Zink. They defeated Bob Orton and Don Morocco.
Wouldn't remember that.
Hercules Hernandez and Billy Jack Haynes.
Wouldn't remember that.
Hillbilly Jim, the Haiti Kid, and Little Beaver beat King Kong Bundy, Little Tokyo, and Lord.
They were little
Brook.
people. It was Hillbilly Jim and King Kong Bundy, and the other 4 were little people.
Uh-huh.
That was. So I do actually remember that match. That's because it was King. I knew it was like King Kong Bundy or Big John Studd or all this card. It was Bundy, but it was versus him, Hillbilly Jim. And it was a 6-man tag, like I said, with short people.
King Harley Race beat the Junkyard Dog.
I should have remembered that one, actually.
That one had the stipulation that the loser must bow. Greg the Hammer Valentine and Brutus Beefcake, they teamed up to take on Jacques Rougeau and Raymond Rougeau. There was a hair versus hair match with Rowdy Roddy Piper versus Adrian Adonis.
That was there, too.
Then we had Dangerous Danny Davis, Bret the Hitman Hart, and Jim Neidhart versus Tito Santana, Davey Boy Smith, and the Dynamite Kid.
That's the one I was trying. I was like, there was like a tag match. I couldn't remember. I want to say the Hart Foundation were the champions at the time. Danny Davis was the referee that turned heel.
And then they had Butch Reed versus Coco Beware.
I remember that too.
You got Steamboat and Savage, right? The other one you didn't get was Honky Tonk Man versus Jake the Snake, and Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov versus the Killer Bees, Brian Blair and Jim Brunzell.
Brian Blair and Jumping Jim Brunzell.
So since you did not get 3, you lose this round. Are you ready for the next one?
Yeah, let's go. That was supposed to be an easy one, really. I'm shook now.
Again, we've seen them all, but it's a lot to remember of 41 years of WrestleMania, you know? So let's spin the wheel again. WrestleMania 35. That was in East Rutherford, New Jersey, 2019.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay.
We are starting the clock right now. Go for it.
The main event was Ronda versus Becky versus Charlotte.
Yep.
For both women's titles. Roman versus. Hey, they run together. You were like, nah, that ain't the one. Let me see. All right, so I'll name one. Fuck. I heard 30 seconds. All right.
We got one match so far.
Yeah, well, this is Roman versus Brock Lesnar was not here. No, they didn't do that here. I don't know. I don't think I like this WrestleMania is the problem.
Well,
It's not a good WrestleMania, right? You say what?
it wasn't. It was, it was in 2019 that where the show really wasn't that good. 2019, 2018, yeah, the product was pretty bad. You only got one match. So let's go back over that card. For the Cruiserweight Championship, we had Tony Nese defeating Buddy Murphy.
Right.
Also, we had a Women's Battle Royal that Carmella won.
Okay.
Also, in the pre-show, we had the Tag Team Championships with Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins defeating FTR, Scott Dawson, and Dash Wilder when they were the Revival.
That's why they left. They lose to Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. I'm out of here. Out of here, bro.
Then they had the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal,
Baron
which
Corbin
was won by Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman won this year. Okay.
All right, now on to the main card. Seth Rollins beat Brock Lesnar.
Okay. That's that one. Okay.
AJ Styles beat Randy Orton.
Oh, okay.
And I'm surprised you don't remember some specific things about this one, but I don't blame you. The Usos defeated Cesaro and Sheamus, Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev, and Aleister Black and Ricochet in a fatal four-way match. Falls Count Anywhere, Shane McMahon versus The Miz.
They came with Shane McMahon versus The Miz in a fall. All right.
This was after they were a tag team. Shane McMahon was the heel in this particular match. The Miz was the babyface.
Oh, yuck.
Women's Tag Team Championship, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, the Iconics, defeated Sasha Banks and Bayley, Beth Phoenix and Natalya, and Nia Jax and Tamina. WWE Championship, Kofi Mania. Kofi Kingston beat Daniel Bryan.
Kofi Mania. Oh, okay. Yeah. This is actually not a terrible show. There's definitely some ups and downs. There's like some ups are up here, but the downs like down here.
Samoa Joe defeated Rey Mysterio for the United States title.
Okay, I remember that.
Roman Reigns took on Drew McIntyre.
I was gonna say Drew, but for some reason I was like, no, that happened at WrestleMania. That did happen at WrestleMania night. I was gonna say Drew, because this is after Roman came back from cancer. I knew this one. I was just afraid to say it for some reason.
No holds barred match. Triple H defeated Batista.
Oh, this was that one too. Okay.
Yeah, remember Triple H pulled Batista's nose ring out?
Mm-hmm.
And it was over because Batista beat up Ric Flair or whatever.
You know why I barely remember this? Because there was mad people in my house at this WrestleMania. I don't know if you were in town, but there was so many people there, and I could barely concentrate on it. In fact, it's probably a WrestleMania I should go back and watch because I don't think I was able to really like watch it.
So this WrestleMania is when I actually went to New York, but I didn't go to the show. Instead, I went to go see.
That year. Yeah.
I went and watched it at a bar at a watch party. The MVP was there.
Yeah, that's right.
Went to go see Ring of Honor in New Japan at Madison Square Garden instead.
Right.
Kurt Angle's last farewell match. Baron Corbin beat Kurt Angle. Wow. When you fast forward and look at you know?
Yeah. You did nothing with Baron Corbin.
Finn Balor defeated Bobby Lashley for the Intercontinental Championship.
Really? Oh, wow. Okay.
And then the one you did pick was Becky Lynch defeating Ronda Rousey and Charlotte. Yeah. So you got that one right. So unfortunately, you only got one guess right, so you still have 0 points.
How many rounds is this?
10.
Okay. Cool. I can still come back.
Yeah, technically, you're not going against anybody, so you're a winner regardless, unless you get 0 points. So let's go ahead and spin this wheel again.
I feel like I need to brush up on my knowledge.
WrestleMania 23.
Okay. What city?
Detroit, Michigan, 2007. That was a controversial year because the whole Benoit thing happened later that year.
Okay, so Benoit is still alive.
He's still alive when this show happened.
Okay.
All right, timer. Let's go.
All right, so 20. I gotta think about it. 20. So if Benoit's still alive. All right, was this the one with the triple threat match? Was it Benoit, Triple H, and...
Nope.
No, it's not that one.
Nope.
Fuck. I don't remember 23 at all. I remember the logo. Fuck. John Cena, JBL,
Nope.
Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton.
Nope.
Like I said, 20 to 30, I wasn't watching.
Don't
I wasn't watching regularly.
worry. Well,
Yeah, I think I give up on 23.
all right. Let's go through the card. Pre-show had Ric Flair and Carlito defeating Chavo Guerrero and Gregory Helms.
Okay.
There was a 8-man Money in the Bank match that had Mr. Kennedy, who actually won, against Edge, Randy Orton, King Booker, Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, CM Punk, and Finlay. Talking about getting everybody on the card. It crammed them into that match. Couldn't figure out anything else for them to do. And so think about that when we go through the rest of this card, why don't we? Because they also had Great Khali defeating Kane. Chris Benoit defeated MVP for the United States Championship.
Okay.
The Undertaker defeated Batista.
Okay, this is that one. Okay. So it's World Championship match, right?
That was a World Championship match, yeah. The ECW Originals, Rob Van Dam, Sabu, Tommy Dreamer, and the Sandman went against the New Breed, which was Elijah Burke, Marcus Corvon, Matt Stryker, and Kevin Thorne. If you remember, this is a year they tried to revitalize ECW, and they created that new version.
Mm-hmm.
So they had the New Breed against the ECW Originals. Then the co-main event was Bobby Lashley versus Umaga, the Battle of the Billionaires with Vince McMahon and our current president.
Donald Trump, yeah.
And that's when Vince had his head shaved. And then the WWE Women's Championship was a lumberjill match between Melina, who was the champion, versus Ashley and Massaro. And then the WWE Championship match, the main event was John Cena versus Shawn Michaels.
It's that one. Okay.
It was that one. Mm-hmm. All right. Next round, we are still at 0 points from WrestleMania 23, 35, and WrestleMania 3. Let's spin the wheel. Ooh, WrestleMania 5.
Okay. This is in Trump Plaza, the second one in Atlantic City.
Yep. All right. Timer started.
So the first one in Atlantic City had the Deadly Game Tournament. This is the second one. This one had... Oh, this is Hogan versus Macho Man.
Correct. That's the main event.
For the WWE title. Oh, I don't know.
You got the main event right, so that's 2 points at least.
Right.
But you got to get 2 more matches to qualify for any points. You got 35 seconds.
I thought I'd be better at this, but this should start. They start to run together.
This one would have got me as well, though. Now that I'm looking at the card.
Okay, so it's not an easy card. Did Ted DiBiase or Andre the Giant actually wrestle at this one?
Yes.
Ted DiBiase, Virgil?
Nope.
Damn, I'm out of town again. I can't remember.
All right. The card was Hercules versus King Haku.
Right.
Hercules got the victory. Big Boss Man and Akeem defeated the Rockers, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty.
I knew the Rockers were there. I just couldn't remember who they wrestled, but it was the Big Boss Man, Hakeem. Okay.
$1 Million Man Ted DiBiase with Virgil defeated Brutus the Barber, Beefcake. Actually, I'm sorry, that ended in a double countout.
Okay.
The Bushwhackers, Luke and Butch defeated the Fabulous Rougeaus. Mr. Perfect defeated the Blue Blazer, which the Blue Blazer is Owen Hart.
Owen Hart, yeah.
For the WWF Tag Team Championship, we had a 3-on-2 handicap match between Demolition, Axe, and Smash versus the Barbarian, the Warlord, and Mr. Fuji.
I knew you were going to say Mr. Fuji, too. I remember him being in it, but I can't remember the tag team, Barbarian and Warlord. Okay.
And Demolition won.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had Dino Bravo versus Ronnie Garvin. I didn't even recall Ronnie Garvin wrestling in WWF, but okay. I don't know why I don't remember this match, but it's okay. We had the Brainbusters, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard defeating Tito Santana and Rick Martel, who were known as Strike Force.
Terrible name.
Special referee, Big John Studd, he refereed Jake the Snake Roberts versus Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant. I knew that one. I knew that one.
Jake the Snake won via disqualification.
Andre could barely move.
Right. Yeah. He was on his way out. Hart Foundation, Bret Hitman Hart and Jim Neidhart defeated Greg the Hammer Valentine and the Honky Tonk Man.
I knew the Hart Foundation was there too. I just couldn't remember who against who.
WWE Intercontinental Championship, Ravishing Rick Rude defeated the Ultimate Warrior.
I should have known this one because at 6, Ultimate Warrior still had the Intercontinental title. Yeah, okay.
Bad News Brown, who's going into the WWE Hall of Fame. Bad News Brown versus Hacksaw Jim Duggan ended in a double DQ. Then we had Terry Taylor, the Red Rooster, defeating Bobby the Brain Heenan with the Brooklyn Brawler in his corner.
Yeah.
Then you guessed correctly. Hulk Hogan defeated Macho Man Randy Savage, Miss Elizabeth being in a neutral corner. This was when the mega powers collide.
Right.
All right, we are still at 0 on round 5. You're going to get some points. Don't worry. One of these are going to pop. One of these are going to pop up. You're gonna name like 5 or 6 matches. So, are you ready for him to spin the wheel?
Yes.
All right, let's go. WrestleMania 27.
Arizona?
No, that was 27 was in Atlanta. I was there at this one.
Atlanta. Oh, this is a bad one. This
was a bad WrestleMania.
This is so I know the main event. This is Cena versus Miz.
Cena versus Miz, yeah.
With Rock as a special guest referee or special enforcer or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But what else happened on this card? Was it like Big Show and RVD versus somebody for the tag titles, I think? Or some
Not
shit
on this one.
Not on this one? You know what? I'm folding. I'll fold. I don't know what was on this card. I don't. Wait. This wasn't Edge versus Del Rio, was it? Or was that? It was Edge versus Del Rio. Okay.
Yeah. So you got 2 matches.
All right. Bret Hart McMahon.
Nope. Wrong WrestleMania.
That was Arizona. Okay. And Arizona's 28.
No, Arizona's 26.
26 is number 4. Okay.
Got 2.
Randy Orton versus. Was this Undertaker Mark Henry? Or was it Undertaker Randy? Or was it Randy Ray?
Nope.
Fuck, I can't remember.
Another one bites the dust. So you got 2 matches right. You got Edge versus Alberto Del Rio, where Edge did defeat Alberto Del Rio for the championship, and then he had to retire like a month later. Disfigured Cody Rhodes took on Rey Mysterio. We had the Big Show teaming with Kane, Kofi Kingston, and Santino Marella to go against the Core, which was Wade Barrett, Ezekiel Jackson, Heath Slater, and Justin Gabriel. Then, I'm surprised you didn't get this one. Randy Orton took on CM Punk.
Oh, it was that. Okay.
That's when CM Punk had the new Nexus. Michael Cole, Jerry the King Lawler, and Jerry the King Lawler's first ever WrestleMania match. Now, here's the one I'm surprised you didn't get, but it's okay. Triple H took on The Undertaker.
Yeah, okay. So I just feel all of this shit, like I said, it all runs together. I'll be like, well, what happened in which Mania? Okay.
Yeah, they had that great no holds barred match.
Yeah, so that's that one.
Then they had John Morrison, Trish Stratus, and Snooki team up versus Dolph Ziggler, Michelle McCool, and Layla. And of course, you got the championship match, The Miz versus John Cena with The Rock, causing John Cena to lose. All right. It's all good. Next round, we still have 0 points on the board. And we've gone through WrestleMania 3, 35, 23, 5, and 27. All right, I'm going to spin this wheel. WrestleMania 25. I know you'll get this one. I know you'll get this one. Let me go ahead and go pull up my card and just let me know when I can start the timer.
25 is in Dallas.
25 is in Houston.
Houston.
Let me know when I can start the timer.
Go ahead and start the timer. I don't know. I don't even know if I know the main event on this one. You said, I'll get it. I'm like,
Yeah. This one had a classic on it.
Is this Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels?
No.
All right. Is it Shawn Michaels, John Cena?
No.
Fuck. Oh, is it Shawn Michaels, Undertaker?
It is. That's 1 point.
Yeah, okay. Shawn Michaels, Undertaker. Is this John Cena? Man, that was as fast as 90 seconds. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
So WrestleMania 25, while it was like a historic number, it was probably one of their weaker ones. I was at the first WrestleMania I ever went to was 24 in Orlando. I had bought my ticket to go to 25, but then I sold it on StubHub because I wasn't filling the card. It wasn't worth me traveling to Houston for it. But I regret not going because of the Undertaker Shawn Michaels match. For the most part, it was a one-match show. We had the Colognes, Carlito, and Primo beat The Miz and John Morrison. It was a unification match for the WWE and World Tag Team Championships, and it was a lumberjack match, and that was on the pre-show. Then we had Money in the Bank, 8-man ladder match. CM Punk got the victory over Christian, Finlay, MVP, Kane, Mark Henry, Kofi Kingston, and Shelton Benjamin. Then we had a Miss WrestleMania Battle Royal 25 Divas match, which Santina Morello won. Then we had a 3-on-1 handicap elimination match when Chris Jericho took on Roddy Piper, Jimmy Snuka, and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Then we had Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy in an Extreme Rules match. Rey Mysterio defeated JBL for the Intercontinental Championship. Then Undertaker defeated Shawn Michaels. And then the World Heavyweight Championship triple threat match, John Cena versus Edge and Big Show. This is what Edge was aligned with Vicky Guerrero.
Right.
You didn't give a shit about that. Me neither. And then the WWE Championship was Triple H versus Randy Orton.
Oh.
And that match really wasn't that good. The heat building up to that particular match, Randy Orton was like handcuffed Triple H to the ropes and RKO'd Stephanie and gave her a kiss while she lay there unconscious. They tried to build a heat. Triple H broke into Randy Orton's house, all types of shit. I still didn't care about that match. So I did not go to Houston.
Okay. All the WrestleManias I've gotten have been trash.
Well, you got, let's see, we're at round 7, so you got 4 more chances to get some numbers on the board.
All right, I can get 12 points. Let's go.
You got it. Let's spin the wheel. Ooh. WrestleMania 9.
Okay, this is also another garbage WrestleMania.
It was a bad WrestleMania.
The main event is Yokozuna versus Bret Hart, and then Hogan versus Yokozuna. That's technically 2 matches right there.
That's 2. We count that as 2.
Shawn Michaels versus Tatanka. Undertaker versus Giant Gonzalez. Hogan and Brutus and Barber Beefcake versus Money Inc., which is Ted DiBiase and Erwin R. Shyster. Lex Luger, the Narcissist, versus. It wasn't Mr. Perfect, was it?
It was.
It was Mr. Perfect. Okay. Because that WrestleMania just had a lot of pomp and circumstance that was just like stupid. They had like Caesar shit come out before the show. Oh, it was bad. But yeah, I'll take however many points that is.
You got 8 points because being that you named 2 main events, you got 2 points per. So I gave you 4 to begin with. Then you named 4 other matches. So you named 6 matches total. There were still some other ones on the card, but at least you are not going into the next round at 0.
Hell yeah.
So we'll let this clock run down. All right. So the only matches that you missed were the Steiner brothers, Rick and Scott versus Samu
versus the Head
and
Shrinkers.
Fatu. Yep, Head Shrinkers.
That's what I forgot.
You missed Doink the Clown versus Kona Crush. And you missed Razor Ramon versus Bob Backlund.
This was Evil Doink. And I still called him Crush at that point. And you said Bob Backlund versus who?
Razor Ramon.
That's right. I should have remembered this whole card, but okay.
Yeah, Razor Ramon defeated Bob Backlund. Doink defeated Crush. Steiners defeated the Head Shrinkers. But for the most part, you got the rest of the card. So great job there. So we got some numbers on the board now. Nick got 8 points in round 6. Excuse me, in round 7, you got 8 points. So you got 3 more rounds left. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel. WrestleMania 4. We're back in Atlantic City.
All right. I'm ready for the timer.
All right. Timer has been started.
All right. So the main event, this is the Daily Game Tournament. The main event ended up being Macho Man versus Ted DiBiase for the WWE title or WWF Championship. There, Hogan and Andre the Giant fought to a double count out or no contest or something like that. All right, so Macho Man, he had to go through 3 matches. Akeem, Macho Man versus Akeem, was that one of them?
No.
Fuck. Was it Akeem versus Big Boss Man?
No, but Akeem had a different name.
Because he wore the daishiki, the African shit. He come out and dancing and shit. It's a big dude. Fuck, what was his name?
You got 2 matches. Can you think of a third?
I can't.
There was a battle royal. Bad News Brown won that.
Uh-huh.
Then the tournament started. It had Ted DiBiase versus Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
I couldn't remember who Ted went through to get there, but okay.
Yeah. Then we had Don the Rock Morocco versus Dino Bravo. That was part of the tournament.
I remember that.
Then we had Greg the Hammer Valentine versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat in the tournament.
Should remember that.
Macho Man Randy Savage defeated Butch Reed.
Okay.
Now here's where you may have got confused. In round 1, the one-man gang defeated Bam Bam Bigelow. The one-man gang is...
That's what I think, the one-man gang.
Yep. So then Jake the Snake Roberts defeated Ravishing Rick Rude in round 1. And the Ultimate Warrior defeated Hercules. We get to the quarterfinal. I guess there was a bye in this tournament.
Oh yeah, because Hogan and Andre the Giant got byes going into it.
So we had Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. So you got that one right. Then we had $1 Million Man versus Don the Rock Morocco. And then we had Macho Man versus Greg the Hammer Valentine for the tournament. Then we had Brutus the Barber Beefcake defeat the Honky Tonk Man for the Intercontinental Championship. Actually, no, sorry. He won via disqualification, so the title did not change hands. Then we have Bobby the Brain Heenan with the Islanders, Haku and Tama versus Coco Beware, Davey Boy Smith, and the Dynamite Kid. So the Bulldogs. And then Macho Man defeated One Man Gang to get in the finals of the tournament. Then we had Demolition Axe and Demolition Smash versus Tito Santana and Rick Martel to win the WWF Tag Team Championship. And then in the finals was Macho Man Randy Savage defeating the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase for the WWF Championship. So you got two matches right: Andre, Hulk, Ted DiBiase, and Randy Savage. Had you picked maybe one more match that was in the tournament, you would have been good.
So yeah, I couldn't remember everybody that was in the tournament, and then like you said, One Man Gang is a king, so I couldn't remember who he was back before. That's not really.
Yeah, but yeah, because you would have got Akeem versus Macho Man. I believe you said Akeem versus Macho Man.
Yeah,
But he beat the One Man Gang, so
yeah.
that's where it got you. All right, we got 2 more rounds left. So far, you have 8 points on the board. Let me put those back. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, you got 8 points total right now. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel. WrestleMania 16.
Okay.
I think you'll get this one. All right, let me know when you're ready for me to start the timer.
I'm ready.
All right, we're starting the timer. Go for it.
The main event is Triple H versus Mick Foley versus Big Show versus The Rock in a fatal 4-way for the WWF Championship at the time. This is a triple threat table match. The Hardys versus the Dudleys versus Edge and Christian for the tag titles.
I'll let you have that. It wasn't a table.
What?
It was a gimmick, but it wasn't table.
It was a ladder match then.
You got it.
Because I'm about to say they did the TLC later. Okay, so that's a ladder match. And then what else? Who else was popping back then? WrestleMania 16. Stone Cold was hurt. Was Undertaker at this show? He had to be at this show, right? Undertaker versus... Because he was still dark. Damn, it's already 20 seconds. All right. Ooh, Chris Jericho versus Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit in a triple threat match for the European and Intercontinental titles.
You got it. All right.
Yeah.
You got numbers on the board. So you got the main event. So we'll give you 2 points for that. And then you got 2 matches. So you're at 12 points. All right. So you're at 12. You're not at 0. We're at 12. So
what else I missed on that card? Not bad. I'm like, what up?
Well, this is WrestleMania 2000, and this is one of my least favorites as well. I had Big Boss Man and Bull Buchanan versus The Godfather and D'Lo Brown.
That's right. Okay.
They had Ice-T in their corner with the whole train.
Yeah.
Hardcore Holly won a 13-man, 15-minute hardcore battle royal.
Okay.
And the title could exchange hands a limited number of times during the time limit. The final wrestler with the hardcore championship won, and that was Bob Holly.
I remember this.
Then they had Test and Albert versus Al Snow and Steve Blackman.
TNA versus Head. Yeah, I remember this.
Head Cheese.
Head Cheese. There we go.
You got the ladder match right with Edge and Christian defeating Bubba Ray Dudley, Devon Dudley, and the Hardys. And they had a cat fight between Terry Runnels and the Cat.
That's right.
And Terry had the Fabulous Moolah in her corner. The Cat had Mae Young in her corner.
Yep.
Then we had Chyna teaming with Scotty 2 Hotty and Grandmaster Sexay against the Radicals, Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, and Perry Saturn.
Right. That's what Eddie was trying to get in China.
Yep. Then you got the Intercontinental and European Championship match down.
Great match.
The first fall, Benoit defeated Jericho to get the IC belt, and the second fall, Jericho beat Benoit to get the European title.
Mm-hmm.
So either way, Kurt Angle, he went in with both belts. You got screwed.
Yeah.
Then they had Kane and Rikishi versus X-Pac and Road Dogg.
I knew they were all on the card. I just couldn't remember like who was fighting who. I was like, Rikishi's there, Kane's there. I knew I was like X-Pac, and I was thinking New Age Outlaws, but it was Billy must have been hurt or something, but it was X-Pac and Road Dogg. So okay, well yeah, and then Tori was in X-Pac and Road Dogg's corner, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and then Tori.
X-Pac turned on Kane because Kane liked Tori.
Right. Exactly. And then you got the World Championship main event, right? Undertaker was not on this show. He was out for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he came back before. Yeah, because he came back, and at 17 he was Biker Taker.
Yeah.
Okay.
He came back during the Triple H Rock Iron Man match.
Like
I believe Judgment.
like 2 months later.
Yeah, as the Biker Taker. So,
yeah.
But hey, you did good. So now you got 12 points, and you got one more round left. Let's see what the wheel comes up with. All right, WrestleMania 14. Okay. Let me know when you're ready for me to start the timer.
You can start it.
All right. You're on the clock.
All right. So the main event is Shawn Michaels versus Stone Cold Steve Austin with Mike Tyson as the special enforcer for the WWF Championship.
Got it.
The rest of it's kind of hard. Actually, is this The Rock versus the Sultan?
Nope.
But it is Rocky Maivia is on the card, right?
The Rock's on the card.
Just who did you wrestle there? Okay.
And remember, this is 1998.
Is it Triple H versus Owen Hart?
Yes.
Okay. And that's for the European title?
Correct.
All right. So who would have been the Intercontinental Champion then?
10 seconds coming.
Mm-hmm. Butterbean versus a gun in a boxing match. A Bart Gunn.
No.
No? What year was
Not
that?
this one.
Was that 15? That must have been 15 then.
So there was a number one contenders WWF Tag Team Championship 15 Tag Team Battle Royal that was won by LOD 2000.
Okay.
Hawk and Animal. Remember, they came out managed by Sonny.
Mm-hmm.
Then the WWF Light Heavyweight Championship was defended by Taka Michinoku versus Aguila. I don't remember this match. I'm going to have to go back and watch it.
Taka was synonymous with the Light Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
Early in the 90s or in the late 90s.
I totally forgot about Triple H versus Owen Hart. So when you said it, I was like, oh, this match happened? But yeah, for the European Championship, Triple H defeated Owen Hart. Then we had Marvelous Mark Merrow with Sable against the artist formerly known as Goldust and Luna Vachon.
And they came out, he wasn't wearing gold, he was wearing like a silver suit with like weird paint. Yeah, he looked weird this time.
Yeah. That was a weird Goldust phase right there. So then we had the Intercontinental Championship. It was The Rock, not Maivia, but The Rock, Ken Shamrock.
That was that one. Oh, I forgot.
He defeated Ken Shamrock, and I believe that's when they kicked out Ron Simmons the next night. Because Ron Simmons wouldn't help him in the ankle lock or whatever. If you recall that.
Yeah. Damn, that's the one I should have had. That's the one I should have had.
Then the WWF Tag Team Championship dumpster match with Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie versus the New Age. Too. Yeah, versus Road Dogg and Billy Gunn, the New Age Outlaws. Mm-hmm. Now, surprisingly, you did get the main event, Stone Cold versus Shawn Michaels, but you did not get The Undertaker versus Kane for the first time.
Damn. I should have got that. Because it was like, looking back at it, it's like, it's a fine match, but it's not like spectacular or anything. But I remember being like anticipatory, like, oh, okay, it's about to be Kane versus Undertaker. Brother versus brother. I should have got that. Damn.
But all right, 10 out of 10 rounds, you got 12 points. So
that was terrible.
So WrestleMania is known for its moments, right? WrestleMania moments, but you may not remember the entire card. I'm pretty sure had we did any in the last decade, you probably would have got.
I should have got 14 right.
Hey, you still did good.
I mean, you did 35, and I still sucked on that one. So I just couldn't remember.
You got two of them right. You got two of them. Still fun game, right? Pretty fun. It's all right. Well, I appreciate you doing that. HHW fam, do you remember more than 3 matches for 41 WrestleManias? Let us know in the comment section.
You're up with the sickest. I cough with bad intentions. I need your riches and the food up off your dishes. Statements are malicious. You rappers leave me in stitches. Hardy hard, you small like Marty Marr. I just link with Money Man Club at Mardi Gras. I speak quoted, they call